You may already have been asked yourself why it is that all of us became so very ill from drinking. Doubtless you are curious to discover how and why. In the face of expert opinion to the contrary, we have recovered from a hopeless condition of mind and body. If you are an alcoholic who wants to get over it, you may already be asking, what do I have to do? And there's the thinking man thinking, how did I get so sick and what do I have to do? And he's got a beer bottle. It is the purpose of this book to answer such questions specifically. We shall tell you what we have done. Before going into a detailed discussion, it may be well to summarize some points as we see them. How many times people have said to us, I can take it or leave it. Why can't he? Here's gentleman, I will have a rum and coke. And his wife saying, I will have orange juice since this is brunch. Why don't you drink like a gentleman or quit? You drank all the beers before halftime. You should quit. I'm ordering more. Yo, 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 this is G-slang with that gangbang dope thing. I meant quit coming over. Spurs up by 6 at the half. That fellow can't handle his liquor. And this looks like one of those Brooklyn, New York City scenes where the guy leans out the window and goes, hey, shut up. Why don't you try beer and wine? Lay off the hard stuff. Lay off the hard stuff. And our hobo says, so no glass, pipes, or needles. You're a fucking genius. And there's our little rat and our mystical cactus. Companions. His willpower must be weak. He could stop if he wanted to. Nephew, let me borrow $20. Nah, you just gonna use it for alcohol and drugs. And he's thinking, that's what I'm gonna use it for. Oh, G-slang. She's such a sweet girl. I should think he'd stop for her sake. And she says, I love him. And that's that. The doctor told him that if he ever drank again, it would kill him. But there he is, all lit up again. And Humpty Dumpty's this inflated ego, and he's up high on that wall, ready for his moment. Now these are commonplace observations on drinkers which we hear all the time. Back of them is a world of ignorance and misunderstanding. We see that these expressions refer to people whose reactions are very different from ours. Never drink more than one. Yup, yup, yup. Moderate drinkers have little trouble in giving up liquor entirely if they have good reason for it. They can take it or leave it alone. I'm quitting. I was more worried about you playing video games. Then we have a certain type of hard drinker. He may have the habit badly enough to gradually impair him physically and mentally. It may cause him to die a few years before his time. If a sufficiently strong reason, ill health, falling in love, change of environment, or warning of a doctor becomes operative, this man can also stop or moderate, although he may find it difficult and troublesome and may even need medical attention. I need to take medical leave. I thought you were taking classes. I'm having some trouble with it. But what about the real alcoholic? He may or may not become a continuous hard drinker, but at some stage of his drinking career, he begins to lose all control of his liquor consumption once he starts to drink. And there's a girl come down the steps. Hi, little G-slang. Your pops don't be mad because this is school night. He can't tell me what to do. He's so tough. It's kind of cheesy. He is the fellow who has been puzzling you, especially in his lack of control. He does absurd, incredible, tragic things while drinking. Daddy, little G-string broke up with me and I'm pregnant. What? Pack your shit and get the fuck out. No wonder Mom left you. Both of you need to leave. Typical. He is a real Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I haven't seen or heard from our daughter in 3 weeks. Did you call her school? Bleep you! Oh. To thine own self be true. He is seldom mildly intoxicated. He is always more or less insanely drunk. His disposition while drinking resembles his normal nature but little. Little. He may be one of the finest fellows in the world, yet let him drink for a day, and he frequently becomes disgustingly and even dangerously antisocial. His definition for antisocial: harmful or hostile to organized society, especially being marked by behavior deviating sharply from the social norm, averse to the society of others. This is police brutality. I'm a fine fellow. He has a positive genius for getting tight at exactly the wrong moment, particularly when some important decision must be made or engagement kept. I'm home, honey. You've been gone for a week. Did work call asking about me? No. That's probably bad. He is often perfectly sensible and well balanced concerning everything except liquor. But in that respect, he is incredibly dishonest and selfish. And there we got Mephistopheles saying, hey, G-slang's right over there. Don't worry about that list. He often possesses special abilities, skills, and aptitudes, and has a promising career ahead of him. He uses his gifts to build up a bright outlook for his family and himself. And that little board right there used to say plans, but I gotta fix it. And then pulls the structure down on his head by a senseless series of sprees. And here I have a bunch of little Hitlers destroying the Parthenon or whatever, a symbol of enlightenment and knowledge, destroyed by fuck it.